In 1972, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped from a maximum security stockade to the Los Angeles underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A-Team.
What's going on, everybody? It is very early in the morning on day 3 of No Sleep Till VidCon. I just essentially watched the sun come up through the blinds. The reason I'm still awake is because I am currently processing video for my collab channel that I'm a part of called In the Great Perhaps. But that's not what I'm going to talk about today. What I want to talk about right now, and the reason I'm making this video right now, is because I went to see the midnight release of the A-Team movie. So here are my thoughts. Going in, I have to say I was not expecting a lot out of this movie. It looked like the basic TV to film adaptation. I figured they were gonna, try their best to bring in elements from the original source material and then just kind of mess it up from there. And boy, was I wrong. First up, I didn't know that Joe Carnahan was one of the writers and the director of the movie. If I'd known that Joe Carnahan was behind it, I would have been pumped. For some reason, the thought never popped into my head to actually look it up on IMDb. It was going to be some no-name director who was getting his first shot, and he was going to completely trash the A-Team just like all the other TV to movie adaptations. But no, it was Joe Carnahan. I firmly believe that Joe Carnahan, even if you don't like his movies, he is a great filmmaker because he is a movie fan. You can tell by watching his work that he loves movies. He tries to make movies that are fun and you're going to want to watch. And the A-Team is definitely no exception. From beginning to end, this movie, admittedly, it's pure popcorn, but it is a blast. For a summer movie, it is perfect. There is not a single dull moment in this thing, even when they're going through the exposition, the story bits. There's still a lot going on, and you're never bored. You're never just like, okay, the exposition's here. When are we going to get back to the action? You never, ever feel that way watching the A-Team. It's Joe Carnahan. Now, I do have to say that Mr. T came out kind of against the movie. He said that it was too graphically violent. Violent, yes. Graphic, not so much. I mean, considering the standards that Hollywood seems to have for their graphic violence now, I mean, just check out a Saw movie. Don't check out a Saw movie. Check out any horror movie and see the amount of just blood and gore on screen. And then go watch the A-Team. Watching the A-Team movie now is reminiscent of watching the A-Team TV series back then. It was a million gunshots and nobody gets hit. While I respect Mr. T for saying that, they're getting away from the fun and family elements of the TV show, Joe Carnahan was trying to make it a little more real. As much as I love the A-Team TV series, that is one of the most unrealistic portrayals of gunfire that has probably ever been on screen. They would shower a scene with bullets and no one got hurt. No one even got injured on the A-Team TV show. That is not realistic. As kids, we let it go because we didn't really care because we were out playing the same game and nobody got shot then either. But as we grew up, we knew that there was a difference between what we saw on television and what we saw in real life. If you fire bullets at somebody, there's more than likely a chance that they're going to get hit somewhere, somehow. And if you're going to create a movie that you're trying to make real, someone's going to get shot. Now, one thing I think Mr. T did not really pay attention to was that B.A. Baracus in the movie, once they're sent to prison, kind of adopts this philosophy of nonviolence. And that was kind of a tribute to the original series. I personally thought it was brilliantly done. The way it played out, I thought was great. I just read a review online from like the Boston Herald, and I'm forgetting the reviewer's name, and I'm about to blast him, so I don't want to say his name. But he obviously does not get what this movie was supposed to be. He was saying that it was, the same basic shit. Actually, no, it wasn't. That it was, uninspired. Again, no, it wasn't. It's an A-Team movie. It is fun from beginning to end. There is not a dull moment in it. If you love the A-Team growing up, if you love the idea of the A-Team but thought it was a bit campy, watch this movie. Personally, other than Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, I think this is going to be the summer movie. And also, I have to tell you, stay after the credits because there are 2 little scenes that I think probably had to be cut for time that you definitely want to see. And they're after the credits. So stick around. You should definitely go check out this movie.